Welcome to this complete recitation of the Mahāparinirvāṇa Sūtra, the Great Nirvana Sutra of the Buddha. This sacred scripture reveals the final and deepest teachings, the eternal nature of the Tathāgata, the Buddha nature within all beings, and the great peace that is beyond birth and death. Here, the Buddha speaks of nirvana, not as extinction, but as awakening, the realization of truth, the freedom from sorrow, the light that never fades. Please find a quiet place, sit comfortably, breathe gently, let your mind rest, and allow the timeless words of the Buddha to guide you into stillness and clarity. As you listen, may wisdom arise, may compassion bloom, and may your heart be filled with the serene light of Nirvana. Part 1. The Final Journey and the Eternal Dharma. Thus have I heard at one time. The Blessed One was dwelling among the mollas, in the forest of Kusana, between the twin sal trees. The season was out of time, yet the sal trees burst into bloom. They showered white blossoms upon the Tathāgata, covering his body like snow. Heavenly flowers fell from the sky. Soft music flowed through the heavens. The earth itself grew still. The Blessed One spoke to the monks. "O monks, this body of mine is like a worn and fragile carriage, kept together by straps and will. But the Tathāgata, though the body decays, abides in the peace of the Dharma. The Dharma body does not age. It does not perish. It is beyond birth and death. It is the everlasting Nirvana." Hearing these words, the Venerable Nanda bowed and wept. "Blessed One," he said, "when the Tathāgata passes away, the world will be empty, deprived of its guide and light." The Blessed One replied, "Nanda, do not grieve. All things that arise will also fade away. This is their nature, yet the Tathāgata is not truly gone. Wherever there is the Dharma, there is the Tathāgata. The Dharma body is unchanging. It pervades all beings as sunlight fills the world. Though the sun may hide behind the clouds, its light never ceases. So it is with the Tathāgata." The monks sat silently, their hearts trembling between sorrow and awe. Then the Blessed One said again, "O monks, there are two kinds of bodies, the body of form and the body of Dharma. The body of form is born and dies. It is subject to pain, to change, to dissolution. But the body of Dharma is without beginning, without end, beyond measure. It is peace itself, purity itself, truth itself. All Buddhas dwell in this Dharma body, and all living beings, without exception, possess within them the seed of this same Dharma body. Therefore, all beings have Buddha nature. This nature is eternal. It is bliss. It is the true self. It is pure." When the assembly heard these words, many were filled with wonder. Some saw the light of wisdom within their hearts. Others shed tears of gratitude. The Blessed One smiled and said softly, "O good sons, the Buddha nature is like a jewel, hidden within the mud. Because of ignorance and desire, beings do not see it. But when the mud is washed away, the jewel shines in its own light. So too, when delusion is gone, the nature of awakening reveals itself." At that moment, the forest trembled. A fragrance filled the air. The monks joined their palms and bowed in silence, and the Blessed One rested his mind in deep meditative peace. Part 2. The Four Virtues of Nirvana. Then the Blessed One addressed the assembly again, saying, "O monks, the Dharma that I have realized is profound, peaceful, and beyond the reach of ordinary thought. Those who see the Dharma see the Those who see the Tathāgata see the Dharma. Therefore, monks, you should know that the Tathāgata does not truly pass away. The body of form will perish, but the Dharma body is without beginning or end. It is beyond arising and ceasing. It is constant, ever-abiding, and indestructible. The Venerable Kāyapa then asked, Blessed One, you say that all conditioned things are impermanent. How then can the Tathāgata be eternal? The Blessed One replied, Kāyapa, it is true that all conditioned things are impermanent, but the Tathāgata is not a conditioned thing. He is the unconditioned, the realm beyond arising and ceasing. Therefore, the Tathāgata is eternal. His Dharma body is without birth, without death, unchanging through all time. Then the Buddha said, O monks, there are 4 great virtues of nirvana: permanence, bliss, self, and purity. These 4 are the true marks of the Tathāgata's nature. The monks asked, Blessed One, we have long heard you say that all phenomena are impermanent, suffering, selfless, and impure. How is it now that you speak of permanence, bliss, self, and purity? The Blessed One replied, Monks, when I spoke of impermanence and selflessness, it was to free beings from attachment and pride. It was a skillful means. Now that you have matured in wisdom, I reveal the deeper truth that the Dharma body of the Tathāgata is eternal, blissful, self, and pure. O monks, permanence means that the true nature of the Buddha does not change through the past, present, or future. It is like the great earth, supporting all things. Bliss means that nirvana is free from all suffering, the peace beyond sorrow. Self means the indestructible essence of the Dharma body, not the full self of attachment, but the true self that transcends the fleeting body and mind. Purity means that the nature of nirvana is undefiled and stainless, like a lotus blooming in clear water. Then the Blessed One continued, all living beings possess within them this same Buddha nature, but because of ignorance, desire, and delusion, they do not see it. Just as a precious gem is hidden beneath the dust, so too the Buddha nature is concealed by the stains of defilement. When these stains are removed, the true nature shines forth, radiant and pure. The Venerable Ananda said, Blessed One, if all beings possess Buddha nature, why do so many remain bound in the suffering of birth and death? The Blessed One replied, Ananda, though a seed lies within the earth, without rain and sunlight it cannot sprout in the same way. Though all beings have Buddha nature, without the nourishment of the Dharma and the light of wisdom, it does not appear. Those who practice mindfulness, compassion, and right understanding water the seed of awakening. Then, in time, the flower of nirvana will bloom. At that moment, the entire assembly was silent. Some wept with joy, others sat in deep meditation. The air was filled with fragrance, and a gentle light spread across the grove. The Blessed One smiled, his radiance soft as the moon, and said, O monks, remember this teaching well. The Dharma body is eternal. The nature of nirvana is permanence, bliss, self, and purity. This is the hidden essence of all Buddhas and the true nature of every living being. Part 3. The Buddha nature within all beings. Then the Blessed One said to Kāyapa, O good sons, you should know that all living beings, whether gods, humans, animals, spirits, or those dwelling in the lowest realms, all possess the seed of awakening, the Buddha nature. This nature is hidden within, covered by ignorance and craving, but it has never been destroyed. Just as gold buried in the earth is still gold, even when unseen, so too the Buddha nature remains pure beneath defilement. At that time, the Venerable Kāyapa asked, Blessed One, if all beings possess Buddha nature, why do they not all attain enlightenment? The Blessed One replied, Kāyapa, there are two kinds of obscuration, the veil of affliction and the veil of knowledge. Because of these veils, beings wander through birth and death, unable to see their own true mind. When the two veils are removed, the Buddha nature shines forth, like the moon emerging from clouds. Therefore, practice is the clearing of the sky, and nirvana is the open light that follows. Then the Blessed One spoke in verse. Within every heart, the diamond of awakening lies. Covered by dust, it seems lost. But when the wind of mindfulness blows, the dust is lifted, and the gem reveals its light. Ananda then said, Blessed One, is the Buddha nature the same as the Tathāgata? The Blessed One replied, Ananda, the Buddha nature and the Tathāgata are not to. The Tathāgata is the full manifestation of Buddha nature. When ignorance is destroyed, the Buddha nature reveals itself completely as the eternal body of truth. Therefore, to know the Buddha nature is to see the Tathāgata, and to see the Tathāgata is to see the Buddha nature. The Blessed One continued, O monks, the Buddha nature is neither born nor dying. It is not created or destroyed. It is beyond all change. In fools it is concealed, in sages it is revealed, but in its own nature it is ever pure and stainless. This nature is peace. This nature is truth. It is the lamp within the heart that never goes out. Then the Blessed One spoke of compassion. O monks, because all beings possess Buddha nature, you should regard all with compassion. Do not despise the wicked, nor cling to the virtuous. The wicked are like seeds still hidden in the soil. Given time and care, they too will sprout and bloom. The Tathāgata sees all beings as his children, for all will one day awaken. Therefore practice patience and love, for in truth there is no being who is forever lost. At that time, the gods in the sky wept tears of joy. Flowers fell upon the earth, and the forest shone with golden light. The monks bowed, their hearts filled with reverence, and the Blessed One said, Remember this well, the Buddha nature pervades all beings. It cannot be burned by fire, nor cut by blade, nor washed away by water. When you truly see it, you see the deathless. You see nirvana itself. Part 4. Compassion and the Eternal Tathāgata. Then the Blessed One said to the assembly, O monks, the Tathāgata does not truly pass away. The body that is seen by the eye may appear to vanish, but the body of Dharma is without birth and without death. Those who think that the Tathāgata ceases to exist do not yet understand the true meaning of nirvana. The Tathāgata abides forever, as the unchanging reality, as the great compassion that never leaves the world. Ananda asked, Blessed One, when the Tathāgata is no longer visible, how can beings take refuge and find guidance? The Blessed One replied, Ananda, when one sees the Dharma, one sees the Tathāgata. When one practices the Dharma, the Tathāgata dwells within that heart, even though the body is unseen. The presence of the Tathāgata fills the world, like the fragrance of a flower that cannot be held, yet pervades the air. Therefore, Ananda, do not think the Buddha is gone. Rather think the Buddha is here, as the Dharma, as compassion, as wisdom, as the light of all beings. Then the Blessed One spoke, O monks, the Tathāgata's compassion is without measure. Even when beings fall into darkness, the Tathāgata remains with them, guiding them as the moon shines upon the night sea. I do not abandon the suffering ones. Wherever there is sorrow, I am there, teaching, guiding, waiting for the moment when they open their hearts to truth. Then the Buddha said, in verse, though the eye may no longer see me, those who keep the Dharma in their heart shall see me always. The ignorant see my passing, the wise see my presence. For the Dharma does not perish, and where the Dharma lives, there I am, Kalyapa asked. Blessed One, how should we understand this abiding Tathāgata? The Blessed One replied, Kalyapa, the Tathāgata is not bound by form or time. He cannot be measured by arising or ceasing. He is the ever-present truth that pervades all realms. Just as the ocean remains while the waves come and go, the Tathāgata remains. While the appearances of birth and death rise and fade, the foolish see only the waves and think there is motion and loss. The wise see the ocean and know the stillness beneath all change. At that time, the monks sat in silent awe. Many realized deep understanding. Some saw visions of light filling the 10 directions. The Blessed One said to them, O monks, it is for the sake of beings that the Tathāgata appears to be born and to pass away. In truth, the Tathāgata neither comes nor goes. He is the Dharma itself, beyond arising, beyond ceasing, eternal, unchanging, the great refuge for all beings. Then the Blessed One spoke again. The Dharma body of the Tathāgata is the true self of all beings. It is without boundary, without beginning, without end. Because of ignorance, you see birth and death. When wisdom arises, you see only the eternal. This is the meaning of nirvana. Not extinction, but awakening to the deathless. It is the peace beyond time. At that moment, a golden radiance spread across the forest. The sal trees swayed without wind. Heavenly beings bowed from the sky. The Blessed One remained silent, his presence vast and unmoving, like the great sea under the moon. Part 5. Liberation and the great peace of nirvana. Then the Blessed One spoke again to the monks. O monks, what is called nirvana is not extinction, nor annihilation. It is the ultimate liberation. Freedom from all bondage, freedom from delusion, freedom from sorrow. It is the unshakable peace that arises when wisdom sees the true nature of all things. The Venerable Kalyapa asked, Blessed One, if nirvana is not extinction, then what becomes of the one who attains it? The Blessed One replied, Kalyapa, there is no becoming in nirvana. In truth, there is no one who attains, and nothing that is attained. When fire has burned its fuel, it is not destroyed, but rests in peace. So too, the sage whose defilements are extinguished rests in the boundless stillness of nirvana. This is the peace beyond measure. Then the Buddha continued, O monks, foolish people say that nirvana is like nothingness, but the wise know that nirvana is fullness, the fullness of wisdom, the fullness of compassion, the fullness of peace. Those who dwell in nirvana do not vanish into void. They merge with truth itself. They abide in the unconditioned, where there is no birth and no death. That is the true nirvana, not the end of life, but the realization of what is beyond life and death. Then the Blessed One spoke in verse. There is a realm where no birth is found, where no death is known. There is no sun, no moon, yet it is filled with light. There is no coming, no going, yet all beings find rest there. That realm is nirvana, the great peace, the stillness of the awakened mind. Ananda asked, Blessed One, how may we know that nirvana exists when it cannot be seen or touched? The Blessed One replied, Ananda, you cannot see the wind, yet you know its presence by the movement of the trees. So too, you cannot see nirvana with the eye, but you know it through the calmness of the mind, through the end of greed, hatred, and delusion. When these cease, nirvana is revealed, clear, unborn, and deathless. Then the Blessed One said, O monks, there are two kinds of peace, the peace of rest, and the peace of liberation. The peace of rest is like sleep after labor. The peace of liberation is the awakening from all dreams. Those who awaken to the truth no longer sleep in ignorance. They are awake forever in the light of nirvana. The Buddha's voice grew gentle. Monks, nirvana is not far away. It is within your own heart. When you are free from grasping, you are already near. When you are filled with compassion, you are already there. Do not seek it in the sky, nor in the mountains, nor in the death of the body. Nirvana is the awakening of the mind to what has always been. At that time, the forest grew still. The monks bowed their heads. The sound of their breathing was the only sound. The Blessed One closed his eyes and entered deep meditation. A radiant light spread from his body, filling the 10 directions. He remained unmoving. Beyond time, beyond thought, beyond all measure. Part 6. The Final Admonition and the Then the Blessed One said to the monks, O monks, now the time has come for the Tathāgata to enter nirvana. Before I depart, I wish to give you one final teaching. Be a lamp unto yourselves. Be a refuge to yourselves. Seek no other refuge. Let the Dharma be your light. Let the Dharma be your refuge. Do not rely on outward things, but rely on your own awareness. Practice diligently. Do not neglect your mindfulness, for all compounded things are impermanent. Through diligence, you will reach the end of sorrow. Then the Blessed One looked upon the monks, his gaze filled with kindness. He said, O monks, do not think that when I am gone, you will have no teacher. The Dharma and the Vinaya shall be your teacher after my passing. In the Dharma you will see me. In the practice you will hear my voice. The Venerable Ananda wept. Blessed One, he said, you have always been our refuge. When the Tathāgata passes, to whom shall we turn? The Blessed One replied gently, Ananda, do not weep. All things that arise must also cease. This is the law of nature. But the truth I have revealed is without birth and without death. That truth will remain. It will never perish. Take refuge in that truth. Live by it, and you will see the Tathāgata always. Then the Blessed One spoke to the assembly once more. O monks, you must not think the Buddha is gone. Wherever there is right view, right action, and right mindfulness, there the Buddha abides. Those who practice the path walk with me. Those who see the Dharma see me. Therefore, monks, walk the eightfold path. Guard your hearts. Live with compassion for all beings. As the night grew quiet, the Blessed One entered deep meditation. He passed through the 4 absorptions, and then through the higher attainments, until his mind was vast and still. He returned again to the 4th absorption, and from there the Blessed One entered Parinirvāṇa. At that moment, the earth trembled, the trees bowed, the stars flickered in the sky, heavenly flowers rained from above, soft music filled the air, the world became silent, a silence beyond grief, beyond time. Then the Venerable Anuruddha said to the monks, Friends, do not grieve. The Blessed One has entered Parinirvāṇa peacefully, without attachment, without fear. Though the body has passed, the Dharma remains. The light of the Tathāgata will never be extinguished. The monks bowed in reverence. Some wept, others sat in meditation. All hearts were filled with both sorrow and peace. In that stillness, the fragrance of sandalwood filled the air. The sal trees continued to bloom, as if in homage to the eternal Buddha. Part 7. The offering and the division of relics for 7 days. The Malas of Kusinagara honored the body of the Blessed One. They brought garlands and incense, music and offerings. They circled the body in reverence, day and night, their hearts filled with devotion. The air was perfumed with sun. The sound of chanting filled the forest. Heavenly beings descended from the sky to pay homage to the Tathāgata on the 7th day. The Malas prepared the funeral pyre. They wrapped the body of the Blessed One in fine cloth, layer upon layer, until it was covered in 500 folds. They placed it within an iron vessel, filled with fragrant oil, and raised a pyre of precious wood. But when they tried to light the fire, the flames would not burn. So they went to Anu, saying, "Venerable One, why does the fire not take?" Anuruddha replied, "The Devas wished the Venerable Moksyapa to arrive, so that he may bow before the Blessed One before the fire is lit." Soon after, Moksyapa came, leading a great assembly of monks. He approached the body of the Tathāgata, bowed low, and uncovered the Blessed One's feet. He placed his head upon them in reverence. At that very moment, the pyre ignited on its own, burning with a steady, clear flame. The fire gave off no smoke. The air was calm. Fragrant light filled the grove. When the fire had gone out, only bones and relics remained, shining like pearls, radiant like moonlight. The Malas gathered the relics and placed them in a golden casket. They built a pavilion of silk and flowers and guarded it with devotion. Then kings and nobles from many lands arrived. Each said, "The Tathāgata was our teacher. We too wish to build a stupa and pay homage to his relics." The Malas answered, "The Blessed One attained parinirvana in our land. We shall keep the relics here." But soon a dispute arose among them. Then the Brahmin Dona spoke to the assembly, "O great kings, do not quarrel. Our teacher taught peace. It is not right that we should fight over the relics of peace itself. Let us divide them equally, so that stupas may be raised in many lands. In this way, the light of the Tathāgata will shine everywhere." The kings agreed. So Dona divided the relics into 8 portions. Each received a share and built a stupa in their own land. And Dona himself took the vessel that had held the relics and built a stupa for it as well, in Vasali, in Kapilavathu, in Alakapa, in Vethadipa, in Pava, and in Kusina. 8 great stupas were raised. Later, King Ashoka, in devotion to the Dharma, opened these stupas and divided the relics yet again, building thousands more so that the entire world might honor the Buddha, the Blessed One's relics became objects of faith and inspiration. But the wise understood that the true relic is the Dharma itself, for the body of form perishes, but the body of Dharma abides forever. Those who hold the Dharma in their hearts carry the relics of the Tathāgata within them. Wherever one practices compassion, wherever wisdom is born, there the Tathāgata lives. The sutra says, the body returns to dust. The form dissolves like mist, but the truth of the Buddha abides without end. His relics are the Dharma. His stupa is the heart of every awakened one. And so it was that the Blessed One entered parinirvāna. Yet his light remains. The Dharma continues, guiding beings through countless ages. The name of the Buddha fills the world with peace. He is not gone. He is the truth itself, unchanging, eternal, and compassionate beyond measure. Part 8. The Legacy of the Dharma and the Eternal Refuge. After the relics were enshrined in many lands, the monks gathered once more. Remembering the Blessed One, they sat beneath the trees, their robes the color of the earth, their minds filled with gratitude. The Venerable Kāyapa spoke. "O friends, the body of the Buddha has vanished, but his wisdom remains. Let us guard this Dharma as a mother guards her only child." Ananda said, "The Blessed One told us, after I am gone, let the Dharma and the discipline be your teacher. So let us preserve the teaching as the light of the world. Even if the sun were to fall from the sky, this Dharma must not fade." Then Aniruddha spoke. "O friends, do not think that the Tathāgata has perished. He abides in every heart that practices compassion, in every mind that realizes wisdom. Wherever the Dharma is spoken, the Buddha lives. Wherever the precepts are upheld, the Buddha walks among us." The monks bowed together and chanted, "Homage to the eternal Buddha, whose body is the Dharma, whose speech is compassion, whose mind is peace. May the light of wisdom never fade. May all beings awaken." At that moment, a golden light spread across the land. Those with clear vision saw countless Buddhas in the 10 directions, all radiant, all smiling. They said, "Do not think the Tathāgata is gone. He is the Dharma itself. He abides within the practice of truth. He is the refuge that never fails." Then the Venerable Kāyapa rose and proclaimed, "O assembly of monks, the time has come to carry the teaching onward. Go to the 4 quarters. Spread the Dharma for the benefit of all beings. Let the ignorant hear wisdom. Let the sorrowful find peace. Let the flame of compassion illuminate every dark place." The monks replied, "We shall carry the Dharma as the Blessed One commanded. We shall walk the path of mindfulness, uphold the precepts, and teach without fear. Though the Buddha's body is unseen, his presence guides our steps." Then Ananda said softly, "Brothers, the Blessed One has shown us that birth and death are but waves on the ocean. The ocean itself is the Dharma, vast, silent, and unending." The monks closed their eyes, and in the stillness they felt the presence of the Buddha as clearly as if he stood before them. The sutra concludes, "Thus the Tathāgata entered parinirvāna, yet the Dharma abides forever. Those who hold the Dharma in their hearts see the Buddha in all things. The truth is the refuge that never fades, the light that never dies." And so it was. The teaching of the Buddha spread across the world. Stupas rose on every land, and the sound of the Dharma echoed through mountains and seas. The Blessed One's compassion continues without end, guiding all who seek peace toward the shore of awakening. The Tathāgata has entered Nirvana, yet the Dharma remains. The light of wisdom shines forever. May all beings find freedom, peace, and the eternal refuge in the truth. This concludes the complete recitation of the Mahāparinirvāṇa Sūtra. The Blessed One has entered Nirvana, yet his presence endures. In the Dharma, in the truth, in the hearts of all who awaken. May these words remind you that nothing is ever truly lost. The Dharma body is eternal. Compassion is boundless. Wisdom is deathless. If this recitation has brought you peace or clarity, please subscribe and join us again for future sutra readings from Silent Lotus. Until then, may all beings, everywhere, be free from suffering, be filled with compassion, and rest in the light of the eternal Buddha.